Welcome back to our video series of zero to payout in 7 days, taking a 50K flex account, actually 3 of them, and we're trying to turn those into a payout by next Friday. So today is Friday and yesterday was Thursday, which we actually started our evals on. So today was hopefully our passing of the eval. That was my goal. And then next week we would actually start that actual funded series, right? So what do we do? I'm going to go ahead and swap over here. You can see today that we actually did pass those accounts. I'm going to go through those quickly of what we were seeing. Again, if you have questions around this, feel free to check out our community. The link is to the Discord's in the description, and I'll show you just some of the numbers that we saw today. So today we were successful, and on Monday we'll start this actual funded account. Now, you might say, man, you're going to do $1,500 every day. That's not the goal. The goal actually was just to pass this eval fairly quickly. And then once we get the funded accounts, we're going to take it a lot slower. There's no reason to force our hands on any type of play. We're looking for setups, and we don't want our emotions to get in the way. When we create heavier positions, and it was even evident today in my trading, it can affect the way that you trade. Now, one thing that I did note today was in my dashboard, the quote was, "Patience is a position." And so we always have to remember this. Patience is a huge thing in trading. I know we don't want to be patient. We feel like we always need to be in a trade or missing out. But if you are successful at this, you will wait for certain setups. You can see behind me, it says we need to plan, right? We need to wait, and then we need to execute. So those are the 3 things that we really need to do. So let's go ahead and swap over to the charts, and let's look at today. So today, we had a nice channel this morning to the downside. Now, I was very careful in this. This is on the 15-minute, and we had a lot of chop going on, and I'm going to kind of go down to the 2 minutes just to show you a little bit more here. Let me kind of zoom over, and I'll show you where this channel actually plays out a little bit later. So what are we seeing here? So early in the morning, I'm seeing a lot of liquidity building, right? We have a lot of liquidity that's building in the market. So I wanted to be very patient and very careful on a position. There were a couple situations I could have taken a play. I'll show you one really fast here. So this is a channel. This is one of my 2 setups that I take, right? So a channel, we broke out of that channel to the upside. Okay, right here we broke out. We then come back, we retest that channel with a beautiful retest to then take that back up. And so we could have taken that. I would have taken it to at least a 3-bar play. If you don't know what these things are, join our community. I'll talk through them for you. This would have been a nice play. I didn't take it, and that's okay. So I'm going to take this off. What did we see after this? So what I saw after this was this nice bottom, and this is the other setup I take. I take W and M patterns. So we were starting to kind of create this W pattern here. You can see it, right? And then we create a higher low on this side, on the right low, to then push up. Now, once we started to push up and create higher highs, this is where I was thinking, ooh, this could be a really nice setup. So at 950-ish, I saw this setup, and my actual position I took was on this bounce of the 9. So we're creating higher highs. I do see my structure, and we would take it right at, I think 200, I believe is where I take it. So yeah, 29,200 is where I took the position, and I actually just let this go all the way up. I took an NQ position and actually cut this off at 75 points to be done, but you can see that this actually potentially moved up all the way to the top of this channel, and that's where I would have been thinking about getting out. I didn't need that. I just needed the 1500, which is 75 points with 1 NQ, and that's what we got. So that was my play on the day. I want to show you one other beautiful play if you wanted to kind of look at this. So the other one that we could have looked at, and I posted this in the community, was this channel. So yeah, we have the channel here, was this M pattern. So we had this really nice M pattern that played out right here. So you can see the low high and then a lower high, right? Just the opposite of a W. And we had to push up. We then retest this channel top. We push back up. And then once we actually broke this right here, so this would have been like that break retest, I would have taken this all the way back down to the top of this channel, because you can see that's where we're finding support, right? This is kind of a vertical support. So that would have been the other setup today that I would have saw. Again, I'm posting these in our community. Make sure you check those out. If you find these videos helpful, I'm going to make this super quick today. Hit the like button and make sure you subscribe for more video content. Thank you.